Hello, we are back. We are back. Double stream day hype. Having issues with OBS because I rated done before, so now it's just showing Dune's chat, and I left the session open. There we go. We're in my chat now. It would be a bit weird if I kept reading Dune's chat while in my own stream. Anywho, we are going on to Among Trees for the beginning of part 2. Then we will do a little spin the wheel in a little bit. But let's just get that going. Gonna hide. I need game capture to work. Oh, that's right, it's got music. I've got sound settings. That might be a problem. Let's turn it down. And I'm gonna have to turn off Lo-Fi Girl. Interesting that I can't adjust the sound. But yeah, we need to figure out where I need to sit on this too. I think this is probably not a bad spot for my, for me. Excuse me while I just keep adjusting sounds and stuff. I should be louder than the game by quite a bit. I'm gonna do a new game. Oh, I think we will do standard. Gonna go easy, just because I'm new to the game. Then we're gonna go, what are we, September 12th. It's so pretty. We'll see once we get into the game if it'll let me adjust the volume and stuff. There is pleasure in the pathless woods, there is a rapture on the lonely shore, there is society where none intrudes by the deep sea, and I missed it because I was looking the other way. Grown tired of the modern world and decide to escape to the wilderness where the air smells like pine and the bird song echoes between the trees. After days of hiking into the great unknown, you stumble upon the wreck of a cabin, a place to begin again. Right, let's see. Here we go. We're gonna whack this down to like 60-ish. Okay. Screen's good, graphics, we'll go very high. Mouse and keyboard I need to remember. Mouse sensitivity. WASD. Left shift for sprint, control for crouch. That makes sense. Space for jump. I don't think I jumped at all when I tried it last time. Primary interaction is E. Use equip tool, mouse button. Yeah, okay, that all sounds good. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, so I think we need to repair the cabin first, if I recall correctly. Let's go check it. Yeah, so we need 6 fur and 10 sticks. That should be easy enough. And that's my inventory with tab. My clothing. Huh. In my journal, when I find stuff. Okay, cool. Basically, I'm acting like this is... I've never played this before because it's been so long since I've played it. Oh, I forgot. You can actually... One thing I do know, though... I need to put the sensitivity back up. There we go. One thing I do know is that you can save a recipe on your screen. Yeah, Q, note items. Yeah, so then it's on your screen so you know what you're picking up. I'm gonna get some mushrooms though. Button mushrooms. So there's a little pencil sound, so she's put that in the journal. And of course, because it's kind of early game, they put everything around for you. This is such a beautiful game, oh my god. Chanterelle. So you look in your journal. It has like the pictures. Very cool. So 2 more fur and 2 more sticks. The very brief time I did play this, I encountered the bear in another part of the forest, and the bear in this game is not the long dark bear. Oh my god, it is so much bigger, so much scarier. Okay, let's do this. So now I can sleep in the bed, save my progress, and store stuff. Home sweet home. So there's a cooking room, a crafting room, and a storage attic. So I think we're going to go with crafting room to start with. This is where you save. So we'll do that real quick. The saving mechanic is not auto, and this is where we store stuff. So for now, let's move what we have picked up that aren't mushrooms, because I believe we can eat these. Yeah, these are both safe to eat. There's no risk of sickness, so I'm going to carry them with me, because if you do get hungry, it is a problem. I've gotten hungry before. I got thirsty, I think, before and died because I didn't find the river. I didn't know where to look for the river, to be quite honest. So we will head down the hill here. What's this? The river is very easy to find if you walk the right direction. I think I walked a completely different direction when I first played this. And I think when I got a craft room, I immediately made a water container thing, so I think that's what I'm going to try to do. These are pretty. This seems to be a good spot for the camera. It doesn't seem to be blocking anything, which is great. Hi, bunny. The bird's pretty. Yeah, I thought it might. So, if I go to the river, I think I can just drink straight from the river. I can. Okay, good, good. This game is so zen, oh my god. I love it. Alright, I think we get cold if we spend too much time in the river, but... No idea if there's a seasons mechanic or anything. I don't think there is. I think it stays like this, but... I don't want to go too far. So I think we'll end up finding this stuff tomorrow. So it is still daylight, but just aware how quick the day can get away on you. If I want moss, I have to look at stumps, don't I? Yeah. This is very helpful, by the way, this little icon to tell you where you are. The little bob is interesting. I wonder if that's an option. Graphic settings. No, that's just how pretty everything looks. Screen settings, no. I'm not sure if it's got a removal of the little walking bob she does. I don't think it's that big a problem though. It is immersive. Reed Lake, nice. These look like cattails. Almost. Well, this is beautiful. I like how there's a Zen mode, like you can make it so you never encounter any predators. There's ducks over there. I want to go see the ducks. I'm probably scared them away. Look! It's duckies. They're so cute. Alright, well let's head towards home. I want to try and maybe find the first... Can I swim? Oh. I'm getting cold. Okay, good to know. And tired. This is probably a bad idea. Uh-oh! I just wanted to try it out. Oh no, she's probably gonna die. Oh well, we're very early into the game. We can start again. Oh boy. I had to keep going. I couldn't turn around. Get out, please. Oh no, freezing. I'm guessing I have to get home. So maybe don't grab stuff. Can I run? No, I'm too tired. Okay, we need to get home and inside. I am warming up. Well, now we know. Now we know. Guessing getting inside is the remedy for freezing. Can't help it though, I'm picking up sticks on the way.
Mama.
DH done with the raid! Welcome back, my friend. How did the end of the stream go? I can't wait to see where you end up in PV. I just swam her into a lake and got her freezing though. It's gone now. It's gone now. Raid, raid, raid. Hey, Devious, nice to see ya. Hey, Teach. Need to pop out the chat because it's really not visible enough. Nice to see you, my friends. The raid did work. Hello, my friend. We are just on a new little playthrough of Among Trees. I've not played a lot of it, to be quite honest. I probably played an hour. So this is just a fresh run through to see if I can, you know, be a bit better at it this time. This seemed to work fine. I think she needs to eat and sleep by the looks of those meters. This game is so pretty. If you don't know this game, it is incredibly beautiful. It is a little bit, it's got a long dark feel to it where it doesn't hold your hand in any way. But, oh, I don't close it myself, do I? Yeah, it closes. But yeah, it's really fun. Okay, let's give her something to eat. I'm guessing the button mushroom. There we go. And let's sleep. And while she's sleeping... Oh, it freezes the game, sorry. While she's sleeping, I'm going to fix it so I can actually see chat properly. Day 2. Okay, we'll leave it on that for a second. Can I... Oh, I can make myself a lot smaller and the chat a lot bigger. Okay, that's good. Still an OBS noob. Let's pop out this little thingy that I don't actually need to see. And that as well. And let's make the chat nice and big. Okay. That helps. That helps a lot. Let's put this little window. Can I put this little window down here? Oh, handy, handy. And what about this one? Oh, okay. I like it. I like it. I'm still learning this layout. Make that one small. And that one bigger. And the sound thing bigger. And yay. Okay, I think that's good. Back to day 2. So today, I think we're going to go find one of those sites that has stuff you can scavenge. Let's go save. So this is our little cabin in the woods that we have just created. And we are wanting to make a crafting room. So to make a crafting room we need to collect all this stuff. So we already have a couple of planks, I think. We have 1 plank. Okay, that's good to know. So we need 11 planks. Yesterday we went out and went that way, went down the river. We do need to go to the river at some point every day to drink because we don't have a drinking receptacle. Once I have the craft room built, one of the first things I want to make is a jug to collect water in. Okay, so here's a plank. Sticks. Don't know what I use this for yet, but we'll grab it anyway. And we're going to go this way today. So ideally you want to look for these towers, these big towers, because they have stuff underneath them to scavenge, usually the stuff that you're looking for in the original game. I don't know a lot about this game, I'm just going to say what I do know. Oh, don't worry, yeah, lick away my friend. Steel pipe, okay. And you gotta be careful because your inventory does get full, so I need to just pick up the stuff I do need, like the wire, planks, and then you can get the other stuff after. You can also search little piles. Snoozy's back! How was your snooze? I'm gonna leave that stuff for now. I'll make sure I focus on the stuff I need. Welcome back, my friend. I hope you managed to get a little nap. Take a little R&R. Hey, cats! No worries. Look away, my friend. This is part 2 of this stream. We just started with a little among trees, which we chose by spinning the wheel at the end of the last stream. And after I've played this after we've been streaming for maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour, we'll spin the wheel again and play something else. Because we've got probably 2.5 hours, 3 hours at most to work with. And I want to make sure we get to play something else too. Okay, so now we've got space, we can grab like the rope and the pipe and stuff. So I still need 4 more planks because I've already got 1 back at base, and I need moss from some tree stumps. You can't open these until you have a hatchet. Oh, I think this is a lockpick here. So you can come back to sites later and pick up other stuff, and you can stack your stuff. So for example, if I've already picked up a rope or a pipe, then I know I can probably pick up more rope and pipe because they stack. Oh, I need the wire. Let's take the wire. I might as well take everything, see what we've got. I'll search the other piles. You pissed at me. Oh, it was a late nap. Yeah. Easy to do. Sometimes the nap's just so good, you just don't want it to end. Alrighty, we'll take it. We'll take it. Oh, am I full? I must be full. I can't take... Yeah, okay. I'm full. Oh. No? Should be able to take one thing. Oh well. It's over here. Alright. We can go home now and get rid of some of the stuff. Give a little jog. She is a bit slow sometimes. It is a bit... I've stopped my music too because the music in this game is very chill. Need to find a couple of tree stumps. We might head back towards the river because we will need to drink at some point. Right, so store some stuff. Just take food I can eat. So for example, I know I now have I have 8 planks, so I need 4 planks and I need the moss. I'm not desperate to eat yet, but you die very rapidly in this game, if I recall correctly. The first couple of times I tried, I died pretty quick because I just didn't understand. Like, you get like the affliction and then you have to deal with it. Like, it's not the long dark where you can walk around with an affliction and slowly it affects you. It's basically sort it out now or you're in trouble. So, any tree stumps? Didn't look over this side yesterday. Someone could actually redeem, like, posture check every now and then, because I've got terrible posture today. It'll actually mean something for once. Right. Here's a stump. See if it's got any moss. Oh, I need to change that timer. That's obviously got the old date on it. Yay! It's only one more. And 4 more planks. Hello, bunny. I think there is a map. No, there is not. Okay. Maybe you draw it yourself later or something. Oh, here's another site. Oh, I hear bees. Where are the bees? Right above me? Okay, we're gonna go around here. I don't want to get near the bees. Also, bees regularly... last time I found bees, I found the bear. So... What the heck? What does the eye symbol mean? In sight of something? I'm nervous now. I'm guessing there must be a predator around because... Why is it giving me the visual you're in sight of something symbol? I can hear something now. How's the game sound, by the way? Is it all good? I've got it comfortable for me, but... So... Does this just symbol just appear... while there's something in the vicinity? Because it's giving me kind of creepy music. You think so? Thank you, Snooze. I don't know what to do. Do I head back towards home? I want to go look at the site. Oh no, there he is. Shit. I feel like I need to hide in the bush. What's he gonna do? Where's he going? Will the symbol disappear when he's disappeared? I'd love to know all these answers to these questions. Is there a dev in the chat, please? Make yourself known. I'll go back slowly away and head this way. I'm pressing caps lock instead of shift, that would help. Okay, so I can't go to this site then until he's not there. Alrighty. So I gotta get 4 more fir planks from somewhere else. There he is, look how big he is. He's enormous. He's so much bigger than the long dark bears. Look. He's a big boy. So he's patrolling this site, so I can't search that site. Interesting. This game is so beautiful. It's so pretty. Okay, we need one more stump. And we need, yeah, it is a bit No Man's Sky, actually. Yeah. I need to go back to that game. I never stuck with it. It was really, having a lot of trouble when I was playing it. I was having, you know, all of those issues with development and stuff. Raspberry and dotty mushroom. Very cute. I'm very thankful for the home indicator too, like, because I don't know this map, I don't understand this map quite yet. I do find it confusing at times. You just kind of have to explore out more and more, I guess, as you go. Gooseberry? Mushroom? Right, well I'm not going to go hungry. Oh, I am kind of going hungry, huh? Need a black currant. And what about a couple of these? There you go. These blue flowers are so pretty. Blue leaves. Alright, well I guess we kind of circle back towards home, see if we can find another stump. I wonder if it's like a, they really stuck to it? Okay, I'll definitely give it another go. I wonder if the bear spawn thing is like a sometimes thing, you know, if he's not always there. Because otherwise I can't search that site. Though I know there are 3 close to the cabin and I've done 1. So there must be a second one somewhere. There's one across the river, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know what time of day it is though, it just suddenly becomes dusk, you know, it doesn't give you a warning. Strong hippie vibes? Yeah, well you basically the game starts with it saying you have decided to give up modern life for a more relaxing existence. So, that's the deal. Oh, is this the one I've done? Must be. It's very close to home. Oh no. Oh yeah it is, because there's that one campfire I couldn't loot before. Let's do that. Yeah. I think Owl Nuggets told me he'd been got by the bear, and it was not a very relaxing experience, obviously. Wish I could like spray paint or mark or do a mapping thing to say that I have searched this one. The days do go by quite quickly too, as you can tell. That pretty sky. Storage. Okay. What are these? Hoof fungus. I think these are the ones that can make you sick. Yeah, 25% chance of poison, so let's put them away. Turnip seeds, rootberry seed. I'm guessing I'm going to be able to grow stuff soon. That's pretty cool. And old rags. Okay. Alright, so yeah, 8 out of 12, all of those and 1 moss, so 4, still 4 planks and 1 moss tomorrow. Oh, I didn't get water. Is it going to be a problem if I sleep without having water? Oh, it does. Look, it does raise your fluid a little bit when you eat fruit. Okay. I think. Oh no. It's just temperature. Interesting. Does anything raise your fluid levels? You'd think one of the fruity berries would raise mine. I think I'm probably okay though. Let's see. What, Abby? There's an error claiming bonuses Twitch. I gotta go get her a drink. I think that's our first port of call. I think we might just go across the river and try the channel point bonuses. Ah, refresh. I don't know. How's the challenges going, by the way? Let's have a look. 60% Wintermute, 61 Firewatch. Wow, you guys are kind of split, huh? Well, I suppose some people are voting for both. Channel point bonus. That's not fair. That's a little green box that appears like to, yeah. I spam that all the time. Like, I'm like, whenever it comes up, I'm like, yeah, give it to me. Oh, thank you, Snoozy. Yeah, she's a thirsty girl. Let's get her down to the river and give her a drink. I think you can follow the river this way for one of those sites, so let's do that. I want my crafting room. Definitely will stream some more of this. Oh, thank you, cats. I definitely will stream some more of this if people like it, because I do like it, but I've not been able to stream it because my husband's PC wasn't set up properly. And now it's all good. I can stream whatever I want on PC. Burdock root. So, yeah. See if we can get our crafting room, and then maybe we can and craft a bit more, and then we can think about how long, if we want to do another mini goal before we do another game. Yeah, not thirsty anymore. Yeah, aren't they amazing? I think the visuals are just incredible. Okay, so home is up there, so I've probably... Where is the site? Do we think it might be over there? We could try over there. I don't know if I came around this way. Alright, well let's go over here and then we can come back there. Pretty waterfall. I like how there's press F2 to submit feedback on screen at all times in the corner. They obviously are really keen to see any issues with the game, because they're still working on it. One more stump, remember guys, don't let me forget if we see a stump that has moss on it. Like, does this one have moss on it? No, this is a bumblebee one. I'm gonna give that a wide berth. I do not like bees in the game or in life. They can be left to do their wonderful little thing that they need to do, but I do not want them near me. Thank you very much. I like learning the long dark maps all over again. I don't know where the stuff you can collect shines. Oh yeah, to show you where it is. Yeah, so much easier, huh? Imagine just going around and like trying to grab everything that is, you know, on the ground. Just like, can I collect this? Oh, I don't think I've been here before. This is cool. A little hollow in the rock. Definitely not seen this before. Stop hunching, Koru. Sit back in the chair. Like, move the chair forward. Sit back in the chair. Relax. Stop hurting your back. Trooper! Hello, Trooper. Nice to see you. Ooh, Black Pearl Cave. Okay. Do I need to take a torch? Does it transition, or is this just a... Wow, this is cool. Zelda Windwalker? Wow, how cool is this? What's on the rocks over here? Ooh, can I mine stuff? Seems so. Gonna need a tool at some point, I guess. What's over here? What is this? Blueprint for the lockpick. Oh, cool! I can make a lockpick now and get those boxes at the sites. That's cool. Thank you for leaving that in a cave. Game that makes you sad for all the wrong reasons? Oh. It is kind of a, you know. I turned on the, it's not on Zen mode. I do have predators. But yeah, it is very chill so far. I played an hour before this, in total, so still extremely new to it. Let's give her something to eat. I only encountered one bear so far. I'm hoping I don't encounter another one anytime soon. Exploring this side of the river at the moment. Yeah, Abby, what's your point count at now on Dunstream? Is it coming back up again? I think I might be wandering a bit far from home, to be quite honest. I think you must be able to, like, I think you can build a tent. And you can build, like, stuff that you can, so you can go further and further from home. Because I'm worried that I'm just going a bit far to get back by night time to sleep and stuff. But we'll just see how we go. Just trying to find another site to explore. Stump? Yay, stump moss. So we just need 4 planks now. And we've got our crafting room. We soaked up all the cash and walked away. Oh no, I thought they were still working on it. I think you might have told me this before and I totally blanked until now, but have they just abandoned it? That's sad. This has so much potential. Oh dang. It's really sad. It's got a new build type at the top. I thought it had just been updated maybe, but... Oh. Oh, there's another bee hive over there. Well, let's head towards home and hope that we can figure out if there's a site in between or not. So we can go to special. Yeah, that's really sad. Like, why would you abandon your game like that? Another frickin' beehive. Just give me the willies. They also, like, the other one had a bear by it, so now I'm nervous. It's kind of a path, huh? I haven't followed any of the paths. I keep wanting to pick up everything that's glowing. I don't need to do that. It's just, Okay, so I've come back towards the river and I haven't found another site. Should I go a bit further up here and have a look? I just need 4 planks. Yeah, absolutely. Like, if people know about that, like, everything they release, I'm gonna be like, well, Are you gonna bother with it? Oh shit. What dangerous animal? Oh. Bears can be avoided, but they usually roam around useful loot. Well, that's helpful. Are we back to that other side, or is this another bear? I think we're in a different spot, aren't we? Yeah, I definitely feel like anything they release, I'm going to be very, wary of. You can see the light shining off my forehead. A little shine dome. Love it. Alright, so what do I do then? I guess I don't... I guess I don't go to that point then. I go back towards home. Dang. I just need planks. They're like, not even like that high value of loot. I didn't think. Oh, stiff. I guess up there somewhere is a site with a bear. Okay. Don't really know where to go then if the two sites where I want stuff from have got bears. Unless it's random which site he's at. But if there's like multiple bears and two of them are at the sites that you have to loot, then that makes it a bit tricky. Alright, I guess we go back towards home. How are we going for time? Okay. Played this for 42 minutes. I've never gone past this lake actually that way. So we could always... Chicory! Ooh. Let's go that way a little bit. Bear hammer. He's making it hard for me. Sun is setting. I don't want to feel like I have to just run back home every time the sun is setting, but in early game before you have the ability to travel very far, you kind of have to head back and get in before night, or it's just, I think you get cold. We could try it out. Let's just go a little bit further over here. And see what happens. Yeah, well there are plants down there that look a lot like cattails, but they're not interactable. I keep thinking about what Raph said on Twitter the other day about footsteps, and how you need to have like hundreds of footstep files. Oh, here's another site. Is this the one I saw the bear by? Or is this a different one? Yeah, there he is, look. Uh-oh. He looking at me. Well, I haven't got the symbol like that he sees me, but it looked like he was looking at me. He's a big bear. I just wish I could get past him. Or like he could like go away. So I could go and look over here. He does move fast. He's definitely not the long dark bear, that's for sure. Oh well, let's go home. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Luckily I've got plenty of food. Okay, so if I can't figure out where to go to get these planks, I'm happy to just wander around in the morning for one more day and then we can move on to another game. Because I don't know where to go. feel like I'm just a wandering. There's moss right by the house. That's very helpful. It's interesting that you can walk through these logs. That's one thing that's a bit silly. Like, why can I walk through this? Why can I... yeah. I mean, you complain about Astrid not being able to lift up her feet, but why can I walk through a log among trees? Sleepy time. She doesn't have a name, I've just realised. She's not Astrid. We should name her something. Right. Sticks. This is all food. Moss. So yeah, it's just these frickin' planks that eluding me. And I spent so much time wandering that I'm gonna be, when I wake up, I'm probably gonna be thirsty again. Okay. Right, one more day, and then we're gonna spin the wheel and play something else. Yeah. Okay. Right. So, do we do river and further on? Do we think? Let's go. Should we go to the lake to get a drink and then keep going that way? Because we've gone kind of that way, and then we've gone this way where that bear is, and there was another bear up that way over the river. But if we go to the end of the lake bit and then further past it? Just thoughts. We do not have a map for this game. It does not give you a map, so it's just trying stuff, really. I couldn't decide what I wanted for lunch, so I ended up having like a bunch of snacks, which isn't really a meal. So I should probably grab myself a cookie at some point. So I'll give her a drink from this little lake bit. I'm not touching Sprint, that was interesting. See how these look like cattails? They've got the... But then you get close to them and it's just leaves. Oh, that looks dirty. Does not look like clean drinking water. Hello, Mr. Scarecrow Stump. I have not been this way before. I wonder how big the map is. Seems like it's quite large. It does take a long time to walk places. She's not a Speedy Gonzales. Going up the hill. Every time I think in my head, what are those? I think about Jenna Marbles and her, one of her videos about her dogs. And she was like, what are dogs? And that comes into my head every time. What are those? With Kermit, what are those? I miss her. I don't know why she left the internet, but I still miss her. Yeah, I miss her so much. Rain! I don't know if I've had rain before. I wonder if it's random or a day thing or... Thank you, Troop. Winter mute. Oh, what's this? Another blueprint? The axe. Nice. That's handy. I like that people have just left blueprints lying around. Now we have the axe and the lockpick, which we need a crafting room to do, and we can't do a crafting room without finding 4 more planks. 4 more planks. 4 more planks. Oh, put my cardi back on. Getting a bit chilly. I was thinking the other day, my husband was like, "You're gonna get a green screen so that you can hide like our children's books and stuff behind you." I was like, I don't really care enough, but if I did, I'd have to not wear green so much. And I wear a lot of green. I suppose it has to be the exact shade of green to set off the green screen, but still. I guess you can get screens like purple screens or orange screens or something, I guess. Alright, this is new. This is like there's like a plane there with stuff. I don't know if this rain is a bad thing. You don't seem to get wet or anything. Any hoodle. Green screens are overrated, yeah. Yeah, just I quite like the way that Owl kind of blends into his... He blends into his little thing down the bottom. But, I mean, I don't care either way. It's not like I'm sitting behind anything interesting that people are gonna, like, care about. It's just my piano. And, the children's bookcase. Rain isn't bad as long as you're not cold. Huh. Have I been here? It seems far away. I doubt I've been here. There's no tower, though. Normally, these sites will have a tower. Are there planks? Please tell me there are planks. Yay, planks. Okay, we may be able to actually do it now. I've got no space in inventory. Okay. Inventory full. No, yeah, that. With this. What can I drop? I can probably drop some stuff that I can come back for later. Like... discard. Discard. Okay, now we've got some inventory space. We need 4 of these. Might as well take some more steel wire, because I'm sure we'll need it. Excellent, let's take more rope. I'm never going to remember where this is, it's a problem. Past the river and the lake. Can't take nails, that's fine. And keep going. I kind of wish I could map. There must be like a way you can map at some point. Okay. Alright, I'll try and remember. I can now build my crafting room. Let's head home. Map function eventually? Good to know. I'm definitely going to play more of this on stream, I think. So we're going to do the crafting room and then we're going to spin the wheel and we're going to... For some reason, Snooze, your message didn't load. It was just like a blank message and I was like... okay, and then suddenly the emotes... Rave, hype, hype. The emotes loaded. I know she's not, but it feels like she's limping. She favours one foot over the other. Duh, 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 duh. Slots. This may take a while. Delayed hype, yeah. I could run. Seeing I'm just going to hang out in there anyway. I have reduced stamina, which is interesting, the little orange bit. Maybe because my thingy's full? Or maybe because I'm a bit tired? She runs kind of like me, really. I run a bit like a doofus. need a bigger backpack. I need the backpack from Ash Canyon. Or a moose hide satchel. Oh, we're back at the water now? Nice. Okay, we're not far at all now. Okay, I can kind of remember what direction to go at least next time. Go. Unnamed person, go. Any suggestions for a name for our adventurer? I got stuck on that plant, but I can walk through a stump. I don't understand the logic of that. Look, I'll get stuck on this plant. She won't be able to walk through it. Holly. Oh, that's cute. Holly. I like that. Unless anyone has any strong feelings, she can be Holly. Home sweet home. I'm gonna do some construction now, Holly. I'm almost called her Astrid. Right. Let's put that away. Let's get all the planks out. I need 12. 12. I need 3 of those, don't I? 1, 2, 3. And I need the moss. 2. Okay. Cooking room. Crafting room! Here goes everyone, Astrid. You are a thing of beauty. Okay, so now I can make an axe and a lockpick. I should have enough to make a lockpick, actually. And I might have almost enough to make an axe. This is very cool. I like this little room. So, next time I stream Among Trees, which won't be that long away, I don't think. I think I'm going to pick it up again soon. We will make some tools. But yeah, for now, let's go back to the chatting screen. And let's get our Wheel of Truth ready to go. Exit to desktop. Yes. That was really fun. Thanks everybody for voting for that. Ugh, I have Twitch open on a particular window and I've just opened it up and I'm like, it's my face. Right. Let's put these games back on the list. Apart from Among Trees, which we will take off now. Okay, so full screen this bad boy. Let's go to, oh my god, where is everything? Game. But we want, I moved all my windows around. We want this one. Yay! Spinning the wheel! See what we get. We got a blank one. We gotta get a Yay! Coro accidentally left a blank space, and I don't think it will count Dream Daddy, so let's just do that again. Observation duty. Fun. We had fun with that last time. A couple of spooks. Epistories. This is the adventure game where you fight when you get into a battle. You do everything by typing words. It's very cool art and stuff. I've never played it at all. I've only got the demo, so that's option number 2. Option number 3. Oh, Flame in the Flood. Not played this before. It's a little survival game. And one more. I like the applause. I probably could have like not hit the applause. Karaoke. Okay, we may end, I think, I'm not going to put that on the poll because we may end the stream with oh, I never cleared the stuff that won last time. That's fine. We may end with karaoke, so don't vote for karaoke. We're not going to put that on the poll, but let's make a poll for the other ones. So we want a new poll. 4th game. Hype. We're gonna have EP story. Flame in the flood. Should we do a 4th spin, seeing we're not going to do karaoke till later? Oh, hang on. Oh, unpacking. Oh, Oxenfree. Okay. Oxenfree! Okay. We'll go back to chatting. Oxenfree. Oxenfree is like a mystery sort of game. It's quite cool. Starting the poll. Let's see if anyone is desperately in need of a vote. Well, I mean, I actually would quite like to play Unpacking. I may just do that later. I may do whatever game we pick now, and then we can maybe do some Unpacking, because that's very zen. You want Unpacking? Do I need to do a poll? Do you guys just want me to play Unpacking? See, part of the fun is the is the spinning of the wheel. Okay. Where looks like observation duty is winning. Oh, EP story, another vote. Okay, I'm just gonna disappear for a second. I'm gonna grab myself a cookie and top up my drink, and I'll come back and see how the poll goes. Hey! If I had cam on, you could see just a little fist pump. That was a good shot. I was not expecting that at all. I thought I would just scare him off. I'm very pleased with myself. Sorry. That is just the feet, that I'm just leaving behind. The weird little. Mhm. And then what? And then what? Mhm. Really? So I have a little visitor for a couple of minutes. She's going to go to bed in a minute before I get started. But she wanted to join in and tell a big story. Yes! Love it. Love it. That made my day. That made my absolute day. And unfortunately, on Lopa, I can't really... Oh, well, I shouldn't eat him, should I? Here, so that I can go to DP and back. And when I come back... Excuse me? Excuse me? I think not, Bear. I heard him. That sounded almost like the scared noise. But I don't think it was. I think it was the there's a taste of human noise. Let's go out the back door and see where he is. That's too funny. Do you see the As the Dead Sleep info on the screen? What is going on? Hello. I see Observation Duty 1. So, yeah, I totally agree. The story is very cool. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to play a couple of rounds of Observation Duty of the new house in Observation Duty 1. Then we're going to play Unpacking. Okay? Does that suit people? Then we can always do another spin, or we can just do some karaoke if people feel like that. Honestly, I'm not that bothered. I'll only give karaoke if people want it. I'm not really that into it today. Let's do Observation Duty number 1. Because I've not finished the new level. Not the new level, but you know, the second level. I've only done the first. So, do we want some spooky music? Because you're going to get the creepy game noises. Quite often when I play this, I play... Oh, here we go. I play this cool playlist by this guy. If I can spell his name properly. Because his music fits it really well. See what this one's like. Oh no. Where's the playlist that he has? Twitch safe industrial punk. John Carpenter style retro synth mix. Oh yes, thank you. Retro horror synthwave beats. Okay, that hopefully changed. Changing the title too. Alrighty. I can't hear myself very well. There we go, that's better. New house. Alrighty. Keep an eye out for anomalies. Never seen this game before. Basically, you have to kind of memorize what's in each room. And if something's different or changed or gone, or there's a new object, or there's a random dude, or something's just gone really weird, you need to report it. And you have to really be on your game, because I've never beaten this level. Because it could be the subtlest thing, like this pill or whatever is on the floor could be missing. This plant could move to there instead of there, and I won't necessarily pick it up. That door could open and be so subtle that you can't tell. So that's the kind of thing we're looking for. Just dial that light down a bit. I feel like... Ah! Right, so we've got 2 books here, 2 books here. We've got a cup on the floor that's open, a chair picture, and a weird foldy guy picture. Picture of a couple, 2 books, and a pen. Like the bedding could change, the flooring could change. Oh, Troop, no, sorry. It's, if you want to help, you kind of have to watch. Sorry, this is not a very helpful game. But, every now and then, if you hear me make a big noise, there's probably something creepy and you can come back and look. But yeah, it's really fun if chat can watch, but honestly, I love people lurking. I'm never gonna be mad if anybody's lurking. Please don't feel like you need to be here and be chatty to be part of the stream. But yeah, we'll just try and find some anomalies. I'll probably die once or twice and then we'll move on and we'll play Unpacking for something cozy. Oh, see, there's a light outside. That's cool. Outside. Light anomaly. And it's fun to play on cam because you can see my reactions to some of the weird crap that happens. Sometimes there's a giant man standing in the kitchen. He's quite fun to look out for. The towels could change, like I don't know. You start to memorize the level, and this is normal, by the way. This is the normal level of art that people want hanging in their hallway. It's bizarre. I do have a second cookie. They do start kind of subtle when they get more obvious, but by that point you're normally overwhelmed by them. There might be 4 glasses on that table, but it's so hard to tell. 4 speakers in each room, so there's 4 in here, and there's 4 in the living room. Parlour boxes is normally 3 or 4. Sometimes there's a man sitting on that building outside, by the way. He's just sitting there dangling his legs off the building. Oh, that cupboard door's open. Dong. Forget about that noise. It's so loud. So, pot and plates. Hey Blacklight, welcome in. A lot of those commands relate to the game The Long Dark, which I'm not playing today. We're just having a little bit of a 200 follower stream by doing a couple of fun games. But welcome. We're trying to spot weird things happening in this game if you've not seen it before. We're trying to spot differences. Things moving in the room, disappearing. There being random people suddenly appear. So far I'm not finding a lot because it's subtle normally, and I don't know this level well enough to feel confident. There's 7 chairs here normally. There's usually a cup there, there is. Cup standing up. 2 guitars, 4 speakers, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a big plant and a small plant. What's that? Is that anything? Oh, it's a shadow from the door handle. Duh. That's fine. This bathroom is tough because quite often this toilet roll holder suddenly gets massive. I think the shower things can move. I know the plant has moved before too. You start to get used to what could happen. I haven't played this one enough to really know for sure. Palletware. There's a pallet here. This game is next level, yeah. When you start getting in the hallway, was there a pallet? Is it missing or new one? Or I think, is it missing? There's object movement under the boxes. Was it there the whole time? Let's try extra object. I don't know. There's a pallet under those boxes, maybe. Oh, spooky music. See, I'm getting the message that I've got too many anomalies, but I'm like, well, where are they all? Oh, so it's not an extra object. It could have moved. Oh, distortion on the guitar. See how much it's getting bigger? We haven't seen any creepy people yet, which I'm sure is coming. Oh, fridge door's open in the kitchen. Thanks, cats. Don't worry. You'll catch something. It is very subtle at times. Kitchen door opening. I don't know if that's my child or someone shouting outside. It is the teenage boys shouting outside. The music, yeah, without the music this game is weird. It's very quiet. You get the occasional noise from like creepy things happening, but otherwise it's boring in terms of sound, in my opinion. Apart from the dong you get when the clock changes. Has that always been there? I don't think it has, or it was over here. There was something, wasn't there something over here that had fallen over? Pill cup gone. Pill cup gone. Moved. Object disappearance. Thank you. Oh, is it? Okay. Movement. Okay. We'll try a third time lucky, sorry. But yeah, this guy's music, like, so when I first watched Gab Smolders play this game, she played it with kind of like similar music, and then I was like, well, that so sets the tone for this game. That's it. Thank you, guys. And then I tried playing it without it, and I was like, what the hell? I can't do this. So I googled like copyright-free synth, atmospheric synth, and found this guy, and it's basically the same guy that she uses. It's the same. I try and use different playlists each time, but it definitely sets the tone. We made it to 2 AM. So, you know, progress. Pots. There's usually a kettle and a toaster. That door's always open, by the way, just to throw you off. 4 speakers, yeah, 2 plants. Big stool. Oh, there's an extra. There's an extra shower. We don't normally have 3. Extra object. Can't believe this painting is like the normal painting though. Like, jeez. I'm waiting for something. I don't recognize the stuff in the hallway enough to know when there's anything extra or moved, or like there's just so much stuff in the hallway. There's 4 books, plant, nothing outside. Have you encountered, do you mean huge man? Big man? Huge man? In the kitchen? I have, if that's who you're referencing to. Got him in a previous game, but not in this run. I'm hoping that he comes back if I survive long enough. The cup near the guitar extra. No, it's always sitting there standing. One's standing up, one's lying down. Does look random though, doesn't it? There's always one cup there and a plant, and then I don't even know what that is. Something on the table. The noise outside just adds to the atmosphere, in my opinion. That's what gets you, because you think everything looks fine.
Yeah, welcome.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Blacklight. Welcome, welcome. You start to like doubt yourself because you're like, what has changed? And the game's like, there are too many anomalies, and you're like, where are they all? I cannot find them. Creepy music is creepy. trying to make sure I look outside too. I got all of the should have 6 cameras. Well, 5 cameras and then outside. Sometimes you miss a camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, hang on. I got living room and kitchen. Yeah. Bathroom, corridor, bedroom. Yeah. I think that's an option. Camera. Yeah, camera malfunction is when you suddenly can't see one. Well, I don't think we're surviving the night on this one. Because it's nearly 3 a.m. Oh look! Distortion in the bathroom. That's the toilet roll holder. It's just gone bazoinkers. We haven't had any intruders, which is interesting. I wonder if now it's 3 a.m. if we're going to get intruders. 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. is the witching hour, where things start to get weirder. If we survive that long, you may see some weirdness then. Got to the witching hour in the first game. I've completed the first game, the first level, and after 4 a.m. it gets weird. Is there a building missing outside? Isn't there another building? That happens sometimes. We'll try it. So the good thing is there's no harm in trying. There's another, in the newer games there is like a thing where you can't guess the wrong things. I can't remember what it is. Like you can't, you get penalised for random guesses. Yeah. Oh my god, there's a man outside. It gave me a fright. Okay, we're gonna, if no one saw him, I'm just gonna show you him again for a second. We're gonna report him. I'm gonna go back. There he is. Say hi. We're gonna leave that camera now. Bye. Creepy. He said peekaboo. Sometimes there's a guy sitting on the building. I wonder if it's the same. Oh my god, there is a man doing something in my bathroom. Well, not my bathroom, but this bathroom. Let's get rid of him, shall we? No, thank you. We don't need that kind of content on this channel. Thank you very much. I love the reactions. Welcome to Observation Duty. It is a very weird game. Sometimes naked men turn up in the bathroom. It's not my bathroom. I have to remind myself this is not my house. This is my job. I'm supposed to be doing this as a job. But you do fail if you don't find them. I feel like I'm missing stuff in this room, but I can't, you know. It all looks the same. Oh, shadow anomaly in the corridor. The really obvious ones are very helpful. The back wall of the dining room different. So do you mean... Do you mean this one, or do you mean this one? That's the window. Because if it is, something outside might be different. The window. What do you think? Oh, there's an abyss outside. Look. That ball that's getting bigger, that's an abyss. Ooh. Okay. Thank you. This looks like a town in Italy that I stayed at on my honeymoon. Just random thought. I don't know what this sculpture's supposed to be. It's really weird. I'm waiting for one of these to be missing because I know exactly what's there. Oh, what's that in the sink? Is that just the plug, or is that a weird object in the sink? Let's try it. That white thing, I think it might just be the drain. I don't know if I've noticed it before. Sometimes there's like random stuff in the sinks. Oh, look, that painting changed. Ugh, it's old now. It's creepy. Oh, okay, that wasn't a corridor painting anomaly. Creepy. Creepy painting became old creepy painting. Extra creepy. Yes, thank you, cats, for picking that up. Perfect. We're gonna make it to 4 AM, kids. Hopefully. And then things might get weird quick. Just to warn you, the anomalies between 4 and 6 AM are much more frequent. Has that painting normally got that weird corner on it? It doesn't seem like enough of an anomaly though. Dong. Dong. Oh, there's a man! I just noticed there's a man at the end of the corridor. Do you see the man? That's not good. You do not want that man to get closer. That man gets to the end of the corridor, and then he gets right up in the camera and scares you, but you cannot move off the camera. You have to watch it, and I would literally have to, like, take the game out of the window because it would creep me out too much. Oh, look! They're not together anymore. Living room, object movement. The cup has finally done something. This is when you start to get nervous because between 4 and 6 things get weird. Sorry, I'm waiting. Just waiting for weirdness. That feels like that's a door open at the end of the corridor. Because that's a cabinet, right? That's like a... Huge man's not here that I can see. He's normally here, isn't he? We have not seen Huge Man yet. So if he's going to appear, it's probably this time of night. He is fun though to spot. Because you report him as an intruder and then the game goes, are you sure? Don't you mean Huge Man? He's a big muscle man. He's quite handsome. He's just standing there like... He's great. I'm hoping he appears. But yeah, you report him and it's like, no, you must have meant Huge Man. Did they just... I don't know if that chair moved or not. Yeah, he's always in the kitchen. He's usually standing here with like a leg up on one seat, like, hello. He is a very large man. Giga Chad. I don't see anything different in here. I missed too many, guys. I missed 4. Oh well. Alright, I need a vote now, please. Do we want one more round of observation duty? Or do we want to move on to unpacking? It was only one game, so I'm more than happy to play again, but if people aren't enjoying themselves, we can do one more round. We can move on. One more round. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're getting better at it. We're getting better at it. Okay. Okay, two books. Cup. Plant on there. Paintings I know. Picture of this couple is in the other level of the game too. Guitar, ottoman thing in that corner, because I always look at that and think, is that weird? Guitar, cup, blah blah blah. So usually at the very beginning of the game things are as they're supposed to be, which is why I always flick through and be like trying to remind myself of where stuff belongs. Shadow Stream supporters raid. Positivity Gamer, Spicy Dumpling. How did I miss a raid? Raiders ahoy! Welcome! I didn't see a raid notification, but thank you for coming in. Nice to see you, Positivity Gamer. What a lovely name you have. All about positivity. Shadow Stream supporters. From a Discord group. Cool. Well, welcome in. Are you fans of this game in particular? Were you just picking someone random, or? Welcome. We're just playing one more round of I'm on observation duty, and then we're going to play some Unpacking, which is a totally different vibe from this game. So depending on what you're into, this is just a little 200 follower stream, so we're doing a little bit of different stuff today. But I normally am a streamer of The Long Dark, a survival games. It's spooky season. Oh, well, that's cool. Thank you. It's lovely to have you here. We're just doing one more round of this level. Because we got to about 4:30 a.m. 17 out of 21 anomalies. I've passed the first level, but never passed this one. I've only been playing the game maybe a month. I've watched the game being played a lot. But yeah, it's very different when you're playing it yourself. So yeah, welcome. Never even heard of it? Well, you're basically playing Spot the Difference. With some weird stuff thrown in for good measure. You can sometimes have an intruder or a ghost or just random weird stuff. And this painting is normal. This is not an anomaly. Also, hi Twinkle. This is not an anomaly. This is supposed to be in this person's house for some reason. So yeah, you're scrolling through surveillance cameras, trying to survive the night. Thank you for following, Spicy Dumpling. Welcome to the chorus. Lovely to have you. But yes, 90% of the time I play a game called The Long Dark, which is a survival game. In the Canadian wilderness. Qdal1. Lovely to see you. I like those emotes, they're very cute. Right, I need to pay attention or I'm going to die. Well, not die, but oh, the pot's missing on the counter there. I was waiting for one of those to go missing. Object disappearance. So yes.
Yeah, welcome.
That is not normal. Thank you for the following, Trapaholic89. Welcome to the chorus. Called the chorus because I'm a musician as well. What? Object disappearance in kitchen. Where's the big pot? How is that not an object disappearance? Oh, it moved, rather. It's over there. Sorry for the category being wrong. This is like, why would you choose to have this in your hallway? Makes no sense to me. So normally you have two books. Yep, see, when you fix an anomaly, it disappears. Some of the anomalies that are intruders, you have to move your camera off them. For example, if there was a guy standing here, in the corridor, and you didn't report him, and then you came back to the camera later, he might be standing here, and then he might be right in the camera, and then your game's over. So you need to either report or stay away from that camera. The towel in the bathroom had disappeared in the previous round. Good to know, because that's right here. Like I don't always look all the way to the edge of the screen. But yes, the further into the game we get, the weirder stuff gets. It is really good fun, and it is really fun with chat. So if people love playing this sort of thing and want to throw in your thoughts, please do. This is not a no backseating on by any means. This is a please tell me what you see or don't see, or what changes, or I love help on this game. And the music does not belong to the game, by the way. This is Carl Casey. I should probably put the music note back on the screen. Let's put some stuff back on the screen. My banner. And music text, and we'll change that to give him his credit. He makes very cool copyright free synthy creepy scory stuff, and he's worth having credit. He's on Spotify and YouTube. Took off that stuff for Among Trees. What am I missing? It's nearly 1 AM. Wrong chat? No worries. I'm glad you're doing well though. And you know, I could have just taken that as positive affirmation really. I think I'm doing well. I feel like the legs of the table are weird. And they weren't this weird before. Do you see what I mean? What's with all these legs? And the shadow of the table looks different. Is that weird to anybody else? What's with all the... Why does the table need that many legs? But I don't know what I would file it as. Living room. We'll go extra object. I don't know. There's no other in this level. In the last level you could do other. Yeah, how was it standing? It's not very well designed. There's a child shrieking outside of my house. Having fun. Meow. I suppose it's after school. Kids will be going to play. Just heard something. Not a lot of sound in this game. Every now and then you hear something. Can't see anything though. Of course. One of these days these boxes are going to change and I'm going to have no clue. Distortion? Distortion's normally when things grow and stretch, but I mean we could give it a go. Shall see. Oh, there's an abyss outside. Growing steadily. Hurry up, report. Hurry up. Hurry up, we're gonna get swallowed by an abyss. Okay, I think maybe the legs are just supposed to look like that, which is insane because... Yeah, I've got too many already. 120, we've got too many. We might need a third round because I wasn't really paying attention with the raids and stuff. Oh, shadow anomaly in the living room. I think you can only have so many at one time before the game just stops. Shadow anomalies. What I don't notice is when the flooring changes. Like, I don't think it's this game. I think it's like level 3, game 3, 4, 5. They sometimes like just change the flooring completely on you. It's just a different tile, and I'm just like, da 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 da. Would not notice. Oh, hallway distortion. Now you have to do this really fast, or the game ends. Because I can't change off. Not a lot happens in the bedroom, in my opinion. Oh, it doesn't seem to change much. Could be all sorts happening on this bookcase that I didn't even notice. It is a bit unsettling, hey? Normally it's a distortion of objects, but that corridor... It is Sunday. Raid Trader's moving on. We'll shoot a DM over explaining a bit more and a link to join the Discord. Ah, no worries. It's lovely to see you. Thank you very much for coming on in. Greatly appreciate you picking me today. Have an excellent rest of your day. Meow, meow, meow. I always think that synth noise sounds a bit like meowing. Which is not at all accurate, but meow, 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 meow. What am I missing in here? Gotta be something in here at some point. There's 2 plants there. Cup, plant, 7 chairs, weird table legs, guitar, guitar, cup, 4 speakers. The towel is there. Now I look at the towel every time. That door opens. That guy's not there, thankfully. Goes 2, 2, 2, 1 for the chairs. I feel like there's something missing here. I'm gonna file object missing in the corridor, even though I don't know what it is. Just feels like something gone. Oh shit. The bedroom's distorted. That is not good. That means that the bedroom has reached maximum distortion if it already looks like that, and I've just not noticed. Oh, yeah, the corridor was, okay, you guys were right and I was right. Bedroom. Distortion. So, oh, it's Huge Man! We got Huge Man! Hang on, we have to report Huge Man. We have to report, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up. Quick, quick, quick. We have to report the intruder in the kitchen. Huge Man is here. Huge Man. Hello, Huge Man. Anyway, that is Huge Man. Sometimes if you leave the camera and come back, he's standing right at the camera. Well, I think it does that when you report him. See? You have to go down here to Huge Man. Oh my god, you see why he was called before a Giga Chad. Hello, Huge Man. Huge Man. He's also an actor, Huge Jacked Man. Hello, Ninja Aiden, nice to see you. Starring Slag Huge Large Hercules. Indeed, indeed. Well, that was fun. We got Huge Man on Shadow Anomaly in the bedroom. Even if we fail, I don't care now. That was fun. What was happening here? There looked like something happening here. So what was missing in the corridor? Was it that table? I think it was that table. You said the boxes in the back were different? Yeah, I got Shadow on the bed. Thank you, Snoozy. It's just enough of a delay, I think, that we spotted that at the same time. Can't see anything in here. I feel like we were blessed. We've been blessed by Huge Man. Now I think this is distorting every time I look at it. Can't see anything in the living room. We've got the pot, the plates, the kettle, 4 speakers, table looks okay. Thank you, cats. Can always rely on cats to grab your best moments, really. I look forward to watching that later. Oh, chair's missing. Yeah, missing a chair. I know. I don't know how they pick those, eh? It seems to like they just pick random words. Very Misty Woodcock peanut butter jelly time. It's so random how they create the links. dog is struggling to find somewhere comfortable. She has gone from chair to couch to chair to floor, back to chair. She could not make up her mind. Twitch did it. Yeah, Twitch does it, but yeah, it's funny. I guess do they want to make it memorable for people to tell people? But you can't really, because if I tell people my link is clips.twitch.tv/furry misty woodcock peanut butter jelly time hyphen and then all those letters and numbers, they're still not going to remember it. Like, is there a purpose to that thing? That's quite funny. I keep thinking this is distorting. I think it's just my brain. Nearly at 3 AM and I feel like we are missing stuff. Nose is running. I don't know where my tissues got put. Okay, let's pay attention. Yeah, I think it must be a random way to make sure they're unique. But I just think it's such a funny way of doing it. It's great. Right, has everybody got their eyes? We're about to get the 3 bongs. Bong, bong, bong. Bong. Is there a plant normally on any of these tables? Oh no, that's in the other... That's in here, yeah. They're usually blank. There's a building missing outside again. Have we had the warning to say we've got too many? I don't know if I've noticed it yet. Unless... Oh no, we got it at 120, didn't we? And I thought the run was doomed. Was it this one that we did that? I think so. So let's just see if we can try and get as far as possible. I like this track. You have to kind of stay on your game after you get the warning or the game is over. So I am expecting to lose, but we will try. Can't move in living room. Oh, it is too. Thank you. I love how huge man is still in my menu as an option. Can still report huge man when he's not here. Fixing. Swapping my legs over. Ooh, this one's bouncy. Yeah, I don't know if he does show up twice. That would be pretty cool if he did. I know it is completely randomly generated, like no night is the same twice. No playthrough, which is what makes it fun, in my opinion. It just keeps it interesting. But the door's open at the end of the corridor. But yeah, it's E. E? Did you see Huge Man before Black Lion? Or did you miss it? I don't know if you've been here the whole time. There is a clip of Huge Man arriving that Cats has done earlier in the chat. So... this music slaps. You're playing Roblox? Is that chair moved? I think it has. I know sometimes it moves further back in the room, but that looks like just enough of a movement, I think, to report. You got the glimmer. Baby's what I'm waiting for. Okay. You're very enthusiastic about Huge Man. Oh, okay, the chair isn't moving. Okay, fine. Fine. Books on the floor in the bedroom. Oh, there's one missing. Well done, Snooze. That's right, because we had 2 and 2, didn't we? You're onto it. fixed. Oh, distortion in the bathroom. It's gone bazonkas again. Toilet distortion. The toilet roll holder is now enormous. There's no one in the hallway, thankfully. Thank you. Give me a moment, please. Sorry to make you jump. That one got me. I don't even want to move cameras in case I got her again. Oh, there's a guy in the corridor too. We've got to get him before he ruins the game. Oh, that lady. You're standing still T-posing. You closed your eyes, you looked away. Good. Good. It's gonna be 4 AM soon and it's only gonna get worse. Her tongue was sticking out. It was freaking weird. And she was naked, of course, because most of the intruders are naked, except for the guy in the suit. And huge. No! Sorry. I can't do anything about this. I've reported it, but I can't do anything about it. Sorry. This game just got way weirder than normal. I don't know why I'm getting all the intruders at once, but you guys have got this game through. You've got all of the worst parts of this game in this one playthrough, this one run. We've had all of the worst intruders, apart from this guy who gets closer that I managed to... You can hear the baby shouting, because I'm going to get her up in a second. Yeah. You guys have had the worst of it. He is dancing, yeah. I don't want him in the bathroom. See, maybe... I did suggest this to Snooze, but we discussed it and decided that she likes to interact with chat too much, and I also think Snooze would just be a bit much. Because it's a bit much for me. Yeah, I hear you, Annie. I'll come and get you in a second. The tongue lady was the worst. I don't remember watching a playthrough and ever seeing that bathroom guy. So, totally new to me. Towel missing in bathroom? Okay. Oh, of course. Yeah, thank you. The whole towel rail is missing. Just gonna breathe a little bit. I think this might be the furthest we've gotten for nearly 4:30. I'm gonna need unpacking after this, I tell ya. You're ready for that one. Nice, you're watching for it. Hang on, 1, 2, 2, 1. Yeah, that's how it works, huh? I don't know if we're gonna survive another hour and a half in game. Oh boy, I'll probably turn this light down a little bit now. It's a little bit... Yeah, I'm not into Phasmo and I'm playing... Like, this is normally you get like 1 or 2 of these a game. Getting that many? That is a lot. I'm gonna have to play this again over Halloween, aren't I? It's gonna be a spooky season game. These games are basically like $2, by the way. I think the first 3... Well, I don't want to play the third one because it's in first person, but the first 2 games I think I got for a combined total of like $5 maybe, if anybody wants to play them. They're very cheap. The newer ones are more expensive, but we're working our way through. I want to basically complete this level, and then I probably won't play it for a while. I'll move on to game 2. Oh, doors open in the living room. Luckily, they give you time to report that guy in the bathroom, because some of those, like, it's a time thing. Like when the corridor starts to distort as well, you have until you die, basically. You have until it distorts too much to report it. You've got to do it as quick as possible. So when you're really flustered, like, by that guy, like, right at the camera, and the camera getting closer to him, you're, like, trying to, like, get through the menu. And was that mirror always that way? I thought it was a long way before. Can I try it? I thought that mirror was long ways. I might be dreaming. Waiting for one of these paintings to change. Oh, I was right. Yeah. Yeah, it rotated. Thank you. Yeah. I honestly thought that was just me making that up. GG. GG. Bong. We made it to 5 a.m. besties. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the whole night, but this is the furthest we've got. That's exciting. It is. That building's changed, hasn't it? The building's swapped around. Is that object movement? I think movement, or is that a building that's missing? Should we try movement first? I think there's usually 2 more. Or maybe the building's... I don't know if the building's rotated or the building's just missing. Oh, it is movement. Yeah, the building, like, rotated. Good spotting, Snoozy. Oh, what's that? That's a ghost. I think. Oh no, it was a shadow anomaly when it does that. I've had that last time and it was a shadow anomaly. So we need to wait for that to fail. It is a, yeah, shadow anomaly. Had that before. Keep waiting for more in the bedroom. It's just really not anything. Cool, cool. 5:20. Oh, come on. Half an hour in game. Can we do it? There's a chair missing. Oh, chair's moved in the bedroom. Bedroom object movement. Oh. No? Okay, well, let's do this first. I was sure that the chairs went 1, 2, 2. Oh, it's moved. It's still there. It's just moved over. Okay. Chair. Thank you, Snoozy. So we need to do the same report but corridor. Oh, and the light thing's happening outside again. It's all happening now. Yeah, bub, I'm coming. I have to go get the baby in a second. Let's do... Oh, hang on. Let's do bedroom. Oh no, outside rather. Light anomaly. It's popping off. Right, I'm gonna pause it for a second. I'm just gonna get the baby. 1 second. You ready? You ready? For your moment. Let's put this back on. Okay. You gotta help Mama. We gotta find the anomalies. And then you can have a bottle. Oh, you fell. Oh, you're seeing your pictures of your brother up there. Isn't he cute? That's when he was your age. He was a little bubba. Door opening in the kitchen. Door opening. Bathroom. Corridor. Can't see nothing. Bedroom. Can't see nothing. Oh my god, we might do it, besties. 9 minutes. Oh, movement. Do you see that? The ottoman in the living room is twitching. Come on. Oh, careful with your little hand. Careful with your little hand. Mummy can't see. Mummy can't see. Careful with your little hands. Mummy can't see. We might survive the night, besties. Oh, man outside again. Outside. Intruder. Quick, quick, quick. Quick, quick. Quick. I'll get you a bottle and then we're going to play Unpacking. We did it. We did it. We did it, Annie Banani. That new house feeling. Mwah. Okay. I'm going to go BRB for about 2 minutes. She's trying to be a blankie moon. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yay. Yay! 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 Okay, we're gonna put on the BRB screen for just a few minutes. And back to main menu. Go it. We're gonna go BRB for a few minutes and then we're gonna play Unpacking because you're gonna have your bottle and then you're gonna play. So we're gonna get maybe half an hour, 40 minutes of Unpacking. She normally has a little independent play after her bottle, so we should be able to do that, and then I will have to finish up, but still a little bit to go, a little bit of time to go. Thank you. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. When to know when to change gears, and I was like, no, I do it by the sound. You can tell, you can hear when the car needs to change gear. And he was like, what are you talking about? And yeah, that's just, I'm just an auditory person, I think. I wonder if I... Motherfucker! You scared me. Yeah, off you go. Thank you. You're gonna die now. And I am not. So... good luck, mate. Tuk, 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 tuk. Pile of tea, pile of tea. Gonna sit with my pile of tea. Then I'll drink one of the teas. Then I'll go to the deer blind. Pile of tea. Sorry, I'm in a very silly mood. I'm very sleep deprived today. Pile of teas. Oh, you're not warm. We're not close enough. Pile of teas. It's a hard one because it's such a little jaunty guitar-y tune, and it's yeah. And again, yeah, please do not give advice on my interloper run. I needed to turn off my timers. I totally forgot. Dancing, dancing. I just that little raccoon in the coat. This is my impression. If someone wants to clip that, go Oh, there we go. She's found a break in the wind. I have no sprains this stream. I reset the counter and everything, and she's not managed to get any. I say right before I climb a hill with the sprain indicator on. Looks very unencumbered. There we go. Someone get that, please. Do you see the As the Dead Sleep info on the screen? What is going on? I'm definitely in my Voyager run. That is a glitch. Right, let's read for a couple of hours, which will also give us an indication of how cold it's going to be as it gets tonight. Mm-hmm. And then what? And then what? Mm-hmm. Really? So I have a little visitor for a couple of minutes. She's going to go to bed in a minute before I get started. But she wanted to join in and tell a big story. Yes! Hello. Welcome, Mind TV. Nice to have you. Welcome, welcome to the chorus. Right, we want to get unpacking. I think there's music in unpacking, so I'll leave my music off. Whoa! That was loud. Sorry if that was really loud for you all. I'll turn it down as soon as possible. Probably hearing that and not seeing it. 1 second. I'm gonna turn it down. Is that better? It's quite loud for me, but if it's too loud for you all, let me know. Let's make sure that we can see the game, shall we? Is it working? Nope, it crashed. Sorry, let's try that again. Don't quite know how that happened. Good old Australian developer, this one. Okay. I might have to do... Oh, there we go. A bit quieter. Yeah, that's very loud. That's more comfortable to me. If it's too quieter, let me know now. Did that stream info update? Looks like it did. If you've never seen this game before, the story is lovely. And this is an incredibly chill game. Oh, actually. Rocky. You just basically decide where to put stuff. Everybody has a different way of doing it. So, I may put the little figurines up here for now. Like the clicking noises? Yeah, I agree. So sorry. Oh my god, I'm such a klutz with my hand at the moment. I keep hitting the mic when I just move my hands. I'm gonna probably put those on the shelf. I'm just gonna get them out for now. So many. Tamagotchi. Gotta have Piggy. Aww. Choosing where to put stuff is gonna be the fun bit. Okay. Anyone was looking to fall asleep? This is the hopefully the Zen game that will send you there. Most people probably put all their books on the shelf, but figurines on the shelf is fun. Maybe that one at the front and troll at the back. Hang on, my love, 1 second. 1 second. Okay. I really appreciate the feedback. Just keep telling me that stuff. That'd be great. This bag reminds me of you, Snooze. Looks like a Celestial Snooze bag. Could have your diary on your desk. Your art supplies. And such a cute bag. Drawing supplies. Pictures on the wall, I think. Does this one go on the wall too? It doesn't. Okay. Keep it on our desk. Piggy! Money box. Such a little story, like, behind every little item that people have in there. Procedure instead of operation. I like it. Skizzors. Put a Tamagotchi in there too. Dreidel. Ooh, how cute is that? Should we put that up by the bed? You can see that while you're sleeping. Like it. I hear you, little lady. Having a giggle. So many toys. Like, do we want them all on the bed? It feels like a lot. Make some memories. Achievement unlocked. I should probably turn on display capture rather than game capture so that you guys can see achievements and stuff too. Here we go. What do we think of this? I think... Oh, the diary's apparently in the wrong spot. Oh, you can also put it under your pillow, can't you? Okay, I'm just gonna sit the baby up. 1 second. You can enjoy the music for a second. What about this? You're just gonna hear her toy for a little bit. The only reason I turn the camera off when I get up and go and sort the baby out is because I'm wearing still wearing colourful pajama pants, and I'm gonna keep it that way. Right, I think I want to move a few things. Like, I think we'll put Cat down here. There's too many toys for the bed, in my opinion. But otherwise, I'm quite happy with this room. Do we like? Everybody does it differently, so. Well, this is her childhood room. Very cute. Let's move on with Koru's story. Bling! Achievement unlocked beginning. Let's turn off my little banner for a couple of minutes. Finally, my own room! Yeah, I've played it a few times to try and get all the stickers too. 2004. Well, she's at university now. Computer goes under the desk. Please remember these big clunky monitors. Murmur. Cool band. Oh, we've got stuff up here, huh? Silly me. Okay. Art stuff. Put it up here for now. Started college in 04. Nice. Yeah, because you're 2 years younger than me, so that would be, yeah. It is a book. It's like a game, I think, yeah. Oh, there's a mouse pad, isn't there? So let's get the mouse pad out. I had a mouse pad very similar to this. The thing I like about this game is, yeah, it's an old and sweet room, is that it's an Australian developer, so there's little Aussie and Kiwi touches throughout the game that some people don't notice. Unless, you know, you kind of pay attention. Yeah, it's pretty nice Australian university, I guess. Picky came to college. Toothbrush goes in the bathroom. So does the toothpaste. I like that she's an artist and you see like little signs of her art throughout the game. So her CDs. Boots. Doc Martens. Bras. The thing in this game I always struggled with was like how to put all the underwear away. Like there's always so much freaking underwear. Which, you know, relatable, but I don't know if this game is this a game enjoyable to watch someone else play though, because if there's like you guys strongly think I should be putting stuff in another spot, is that not annoying to you? Just curious. I mean, I don't care, but if you're particular, this might not be where you want me to put stuff. Actually, sure. I do like how she's folded, like how her underwear is folded. Like my underwear is not like tidy like that. Still enjoyable to watch. Good. My underwear is just in a drawer. Like, could probably quite untidily in a drawer. Because I believe life is too short to fold clothing. Sorry to those who are avid folders. Oh. I hang a lot of good stuff. Oh. But the rest of the clothing that I own is stuff that can be put in a drawer, kind of like haphazardly, almost folded, but not really. Don't fold my children's clothing. You tried to see what you could get away with while still completing the level. Nice. That's fun. But yeah, I'm always impressed by people who like fold their laundry all the time. I have laundry for 4 people. Yeah, it's not quite the same as playing it for the first time, huh? It's been a while though, so I don't remember it as well as I thought I would, so this is still enjoyable to me, figuring out what's going to come out. Oh, okay. I think there's an achievement for like setting the time on the clock or something, but, or for one of them anyway, but I don't know how to do it. Looks like a going out top, as we used to call them. Paris. She's at least done a little bit of travelling by this point. That's pajamas. Wait a year and replay it. Yeah, it's probably been, I've played it on release, so I don't know when it was released actually. So it's probably been quite a while. Yeah. There's a game you guys should play. It's a demo called A Little to the Left. Which I've already played the demo and I'm sad that the demo's over. Really enjoyed it. I was thinking about playing it on stream today actually, but it's quite short and because I've played it already, I wasn't sure if it would still be fun. But I may play that another time. Do you hear that? Is there like game sound effects as well? Like it sounded like someone was running down a hallway, someone was shouting. Traffic sounds? I don't think I've ever noticed that before. It is on Steam, I think. Is it called A Little to the Left? I've never noticed all this atmospheric sound before. Or maybe I did and I've forgotten. It probably is more likely. I don't want to be in the points shop. How do I leave the points shop? Featured. Yeah. A little to the left. Yeah, the demo is free and on Steam, and then a little to the left, the full game is coming out. Is coming out later this year, I think. Really enjoyable. Annual replays, yeah. Well, I do annual rewatches of my favorite shows, so yeah, I should probably replay some of my favorite games. I mean, there's some games that I have played so many times, like The Last of Us and stuff, but and Bioshock Infinite, like I've played both of those an absurd amount of times. Same with The Last of Us 2 as well. Like, is this just her bathroom? Like, honestly, I see what you're saying. This is a lot. Another bra? I knew we'd find another bra. She packed in a hurry for some of this stuff, I think. Yeah. Go over there. You can go in there. I just wanted the stuff to be more accessible because you're going to use your deodorant every day. You may not need your tampons every day. Right, more loo roll. Towel. Oh, I see. Oh, your towel on the hook. Papers, Please. I've spent a lot of time on Papers, Please, actually. I've been trying to. A while ago, I was on a mission to get every ending, and I didn't get there. But I'm still planning on. Still planning on trying to do that. I've got most of them. It's really fun. Okay, bathroom looks pretty good. Kitchen. Mugs. I like how some of her mugs like follow her everywhere too. Like one of them follows her to another level when it's cracked. It's just great. It's just really well designed. Oh, hang on. Hang on, hang on. Baba, sweetheart. Chatty girl. Similar one called Not Tonight. I'll have to have a look at that. Thank you. That sounds cool. I don't know what it is, but I like having games that are similar. That's very helpful. Sound design in this game also very good, by the way. Can't remember what I did with tea towels last time. I think they might be folded in. Oh, there's one here. Cutlery. Okay, I have to remember that. Not tonight. Oh, I remember trying to find a place for some of these appliances and it was just like painful. You're a bouncer at a club. Ah, cool. Okay. Oh, the big pot. Yes, I remember now. Did we put it under here last time? No, it doesn't fit. Okay. I know stuff also goes up the top here. Oil. Seems like a supply thing. Rubbish bags. Scrubbers. Spatula. Spatula on the long bit here. Does anyone have a thing in their like family or household where of what order stuff goes in the drawer? Like, my husband insists it is spoon, knife, fork, where I have always been a knife, fork, spoon. Fork, knife, spoon rather. And I've conceded, because honestly it does not matter to me enough to make it a problem. But I've basically ended up just saying, fine, we can do spoon, fork, knife, which just seems wrong to me. Just realised that's sort of sitting there. Okay. More plates. We won't go too much longer, probably 1:30, just because the little girl is getting she's a bit crabbit today. And I will have to go get my little man at 1:45 anyway. Okay. I don't know where to put the big wooden spoon. Because I've put the tea towel in the drawer, I've messed everything up. It's in the sink now. Honestly, the sound effects in this game, maybe because I didn't play it with fork, spoon, knife. Interesting. Forks in the middle, the chaos. I didn't play this with headphones last time. I think there's extra sound effects that I just never noticed. Because yeah, in here, you can hear the fridge running. The fridge is humming. Python stalking your pro kitschy. I am unpacking, which is the purpose of this game. It is a story game told through the possessions that this person has. And putting everything in its place. This is probably more spoons. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah, we need to put this away. It goes under there. I would normally put a tea towel. I've got a little space under my sink for them, or I would put it kind of in the whole cupboard with all the other linen. But alright, so they reckon the animal's wrong and needs to be on the bed, do they? They do! Nice and tidy. I'm happy with these placements. Let's do at least one more level. If she's not fed up, then we will call it a day. Because that would have made 5.5 hours of streaming today, which has been really fun. Classes start Monday. Uni, here I come. Yes, Annabelle. 2007, so 3 years later. This is a shared flatting situation, if I recall correctly. And there's already a lot of stuff, including dirty dishes in the sink, which makes sense. We're going to start with the bedroom, because it's the most stuff. What's that? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hello. The dog just gave the baby a kiss. I'm sure she appreciated that, Mazios. Ah. You're very squeaky. Hang on. Move out of the way. Oh, that's right. She doesn't have a bedside table in this arrangement. So I guess it goes there so she can kind of see it from bed? I don't know. I hate waking up in the middle of the night and not knowing what time it is. I like to have the clock at least facing. Though I sleep with my Apple Watch on as well, though, to tracks my sleep. So that's another way of me knowing what time it is when I wake up. She's chatting up the puppy for sure, yeah. That one's different. Yeah. Let me open this a bit now. Though it will probably blind. Yeah, more natural light. That's nicer. I'm getting very pale in this artificial light. She's commentating on everything I do. Really? Go. Diary. PC in there. Close. I want to close the drawer. Close the drawer. Ah, baseball caps. Okay, one. Underwear. Shoe. Boot. Welcome back. All you missed was Annie shouting. Skirt. Oh, I love how you can't do that too. I'm gonna hang up the skirt. And that looks kind of like it should be hung up too. Oh no, that's pajamas, isn't it? Yeah, we'll leave that here for now. Hoodie. Tees, go there. Pajamas, go here. Oh. Nice. Yeah. It's funny these little habits that you get, huh? Frisbee? What is that? Soccer shoe? I seem to recall you get like a shoe rack in the bottom of the... That's like a pump. That looks like something that you pump up. Like inflatable like camping beds with. I wonder if she goes camping. That bag is still with us, I see. Put it just down here for now. That looks like kind of something you might hang up. Excuse me, my nose is running again. Oh, these work shirts maybe. Is that for where she works? Rock climbing. Climbing shoes in a dusting bag. Ah, okay, she's into rock climbing. These look like employee shirts, huh? Because you wouldn't normally have two pajamas the same. Well, I wouldn't. I've got a real mishmash pajamas. Oh yeah, and then there's the apron for the work thing. Yeah. Put that in the back. Pajamas. 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 Still got that going out top. Yeah, I can go down here. Weights. Piggy's still with us. Degree. I love the sound effects. I'm so annoyed that I didn't play it with headphones before. And I missed all of these excellent extra sound effects. In the last level it was awesome. You could hear like people down the hall and the train. And in this one you're hearing the crickets. I'm annoyed now that I did not do that. Yeah, you can do for now. More underwear. What's that? Oh, it's a skirt. Do I have any more hangers for skirts? I do. There's one there. Okay. Rock climbing shoes. Can somehow... I don't know. I don't know. Can I put... Oh, can I put you up here actually? And then we can put the rock climbing stuff in here. Okay. That's better. Oh, we didn't put the pajamas away. Pajama tops. And bottoms. Okay. This character loves pigs. No horses. Astrid's apartment before the flight. I think Astrid's a bit old for this. I think she's more kind of our age. Or my age, rather. This person needs to clean up their dishes. Hold on, that needs to turn around and go up here. Chickens! Oh, that's right, she starts to collect all these chickens. Should we put them up the top? I love how she lives with someone who obviously makes clothing and has wigs and stuff. There's her art thing. I kind of feel like that should be in her bedroom. Yeah, she's really into chickens. And she starts to collect, like, in this level I think there's only one or two, and then she starts to collect, like, a whole bunch. So this is the New Zealand unofficial flag. I lost your mind. This is the silver fern that you use at sports games and stuff. And this looks like an Aboriginal design. So this is the New Zealand. There's definitely a New Zealand flatmate. And this flat. There's a raccoon for Snoozy. Or it's a red panda actually, by the looks of it. Little bus for her travel to London. And she's now been to Italy as well. That's the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Okay, managed to make that work. what stuff in the living room she got. Yeah, vanishing boxes. That would be nice, huh? Add your games to the collection. Your art stuff could go. We'll leave it out for now. More clothing. She just threw stuff into some boxes, huh? You might hear like meows and things. She's got like a little animal toy that you pull on and it makes a hidden command. Oh, you found my kiwi! You found my kiwi command. No one's found that before. Well done. Yes, Cora's a kiwi. She's at the bottom of the world. She is in the future. Meep meep. And a pot for the kitchen. This goddamn giant pot that she brings with her. Which I've been hiding up top for most of these things so far, but it's not gonna let me this time. Let's put it in there then. Don't know if this is a book or a game or what. It's gonna go there for now. Let me go over here. Oh no, there's games over here. Let's stack it with those games. Meep meep. Controller. GameCube by the looks of it. Is that what that is? Oh, I never had one. Stock pot no longer needed thanks to Instant Pot. Blanket for the sofa. Okay. The art stuff needs to go somewhere. Let's just put it in there for now. Right. That mug that's travelled with her everywhere. Tea towel. I think that was tea towel storage. Oh, yep. There's a pile already. Second pile. Tool. Looks like a garlic crusher or something. Sugar for the tea and coffee. Can go maybe up here. Or tea bags rather. Tea bags and sugar. Oil can go with the other oils. Big kniff can go in the arm. Australian. Koala. Tea towel. Yeah, so the little towels you dry your dishes with are called tea towels in New Zealand. A tea towel. What do you guys call them? Dish towel? The UK call them dish towels. So yeah, so we've got another kiwi, 2 kiwi references on the fridge. And you've added your own little koala. And then there's a wombat. And a heart. I watched someone play this and they pulled out the magnets and they were like, what are these? And they had no idea what to do with them. And then they realized, oh shit, they're magnets. I don't like that it can let me add the bowls to the dirty stack. That's chaotic. Dishcloths or kitchen towels. Ah, see, in my household, kitchen towel is the paper towel. That's what my husband calls it. He calls it kitchen roll because that's what they call it in Scotland. Whereas I would call that by the brand, which is handy towel. Or by paper towel. These glasses look like they have ferns on them too. Like All Blacks themed glasses or something. All Blacks is our... I imagine most people know this, so please don't be offended. I'm not trying to condescend, but All Blacks is our national rugby team, which are the best in the world most of the time. They haven't been lately though. They have been... They've lost a bunch in the last few weeks, and it is a big scandal. Right. I never want to assume knowledge, so I'd rather tell you something you already know than not. I don't freaking know. They can both fit. Okay. What's in here? Cutting board. You got a spot for your cutting boards? Up there. Okay, kitchen. Bathroom. Wash rag. Sorry, I keep wiping my nose, by the way. I need to go get tissues. It's gross. Looks like they've cleared the middle drawer for you, so you can put your stuff in there. One thing annoys me about this game is they insist on you having your clippers. I think I'm gonna get, like, told that it's wrong. They want you to have either your clippers or your something always on the countertop, which is not what I would do. They would go away. Scrubber, I think, goes in, yeah, in the shower. Flux. I like this massive body wash thing called Flux. Oh, there's space up here. I can't reach that one now. Oh, you can. Yeah, it looks like a cleaning spray. Or deodorizing spray. Okay, what's wrong? What do they consider wrong in here? Well, probably that bag. No? I thought this room was flashing. It's not. Okay, this room is flashing. No? Living room? What don't you like in the living room? Oh, they don't want the little music player thing there. Up there? Oh! Okay. I think I'm happy with this. Okay, I think we can probably get one level in. And then I will take little Miss and we will go get her brother. And we can all hang out together. See how his day was. Definitely gonna finish playing this game on stream though. Yeah, absolutely snooze, I totally agree. I may, tomorrow, instead of the long dark, I may finish this instead. Because I think that would be nice and cozy. One more level. 2010! Right. So this to me is her first apartment with a guy. And this is how I interpreted it. It's a very male apartment. The weights and the black and glass everywhere. Anyway. And he hasn't given her a lot of room. So let's try and hang some stuff up. Nope. He's got haphazard crap everywhere. So relatable yet again. Yeah, the first time I lived with a man was living with my husband, and I just took over. It's fine. So, and I think it was his first time living with a woman either, so it worked out in the end. This is going to be my side of the bed, is it? Let's leave that there for now. Pajamas. Luckily, we are the same level of untidiness as each other. Like, there's not one neat person and one untidy person. We're both kind of untidy, to be quite honest. And we just have to force ourselves to not be crazy untidy for the sake of our children. So, but yes, I think it would be a real problem if he was a real neatnik. I think he would murder me, and I would murder him, and vice versa. So it works out. We both go, oh crap, we need to clean the house this weekend. This is blah blah blah, you know. But neither of us go, you are such a mess. Usually, any complaints are just like, can you not put that there, please, because this happens. You know, it's not hey, I've noticed this is going a bit gross. If we keep it under here, let's move it to under here. You know, that kind of conversation, rather than any one of us annoying the other with anything, thankfully. Is she still working in that place? Look, she's still got the branded shirts. She's still a barista. They look like a barista apron before. Jeans. Stack your jeans. Tee. Skirt hang up. She's got a few extra nice dresses though, which is nice. No more hanging hangers. Okay, that dress skirt might need to be stacked. Why is his shoes... Why can't I move his shoes over? Oh well, I'll put them at the back. Oh, there we go. Another hanger. If I can hang that skirt up, I will. These are both skirts. Not someone who wears skirts a hell of a lot. I usually wear dresses. I find you pushed all this stuff around. You probably can do that and I've just never realised. Can you move all this stuff around? You can! I'm a doofus. Alright, well her pajamas can go down here then. T-shirts. Jeans. I'm just an idiot. I probably never tried that, to be quite honest. Because yeah, this bothers me. Look at this. Like, tidy it up a little bit. Put your ties away. Why are your ties sitting out? They don't need to be sitting out. Thank you. Now we have space up here for my baristery clothing. Spoiler. It's all good. I have played it before. I just didn't realize at the time. To fix that drawer here. Your degree. So this is what made me sad about the game last time, is that there's a lack of space to put stuff that's important to her. Like, where are we supposed to put her degree? In the kitchen? I think it ends up under the bed, doesn't it? Yeah. Like, there's nowhere to put it. And I remember realizing last time, yeah, that I could put it under the bed and just being like, oh, I guess her career doesn't, you know, her skills don't really matter. Like her yoga mat as well. Yeah, just move his shoes over. Like, put your slippers over here, honestly. Give her some space. Thank you. Yoga mat can go in the back there if it won't let me. Okay, has to go under the bed? Okay. Okay, I can hang up that skirt. Good, because it's a nice looking skirt. Her purse. I think I ended up with that under the bed too. I can go under there. Like, I'm guessing this is obviously his bachelor pad, but still. Not mad, yeah. Absolutely. Like, he should have made more room for her. Like, it doesn't look like he's moved anything. Cardigan. Alright. I think it was the... Yeah, I can't remember what I wasn't allowed to, like, put away last time and it bothered me. Why didn't I move more stuff last time? Maybe I did, and I just don't remember. My memory's terrible. Her mug, her broken mug. So now she uses it as a toothbrush hold. Let's give her a little shelf. His stuff can move over a bit. That's his shaving stuff. That's like spray. It's on the t-shirt. Don't know why I thought I could close cupboards in the bedroom. I always find more clothes. Like, where's the space for this? The music just ends for each level and then it's just silence. It's weird sometimes. Oh, that's right. I couldn't put away her... I think I can't put away her straightener. I think it told me off when I tried to, like, put it away. I had to put it on the bathroom counter, and it was annoying. I was like, no, I'd put that away somewhere. Where did she put this stupid sandwich press thing? Oh, yeah, there's shelves down here. We can maybe wait for those to be free. It's a black polyagonal toilet. What the hell? It's an interesting one. I always side-eye when men don't have bins in their bathroom, by the way. I know that you don't, like, menstruate, but provide a bin in your bathroom. It's handy for people who visit your home. First aid kit doesn't fit anywhere. Put it on his shelf. What is this? I think I played this on my MacBook. Maybe it wasn't as it wasn't as easy to control on my MacBook because I definitely don't remember moving around the existing stuff quite so much. It's definitely a decision? What's a decision? What did I decide? The polyagonal, yeah. The kitchen stuff and his, the difference, yeah. His is all very, yeah. They don't seem like they're very alike in style. She seems, you know, because she's an artist. This just seems very much like a finance guy's apartment. Does that like, what do you guys think he does? Hope you don't mind keeping you in the background while I drive and dripping dumb dad jokes. Sure. I don't know if I've made any dad jokes, or do you mean you've made dad jokes? Because this is telling me it's the first time you've chat. I am more than happy to have dad jokes. Big fan. Welcome, welcome. Her computer. Where did we put her computer last time? Because there's no space for it. Yeah, what are you doing now? Why am I going to the bathroom? We'll have to go in just a minute to get my son, so we may not actually finish this level. Looks like we probably won't finish this level, to be quite honest. Because I don't want him to be waiting around for me. So we'll just leave that there for now. Bathroom. Clean butt, but yeah, just definitely feels like a finance bro apartment. Koala. Hut. Very important, yeah. What is this? Like, he's got like, I think that's a coffee bean grinder for his espresso machine. Wonder how these two met. Just get the box out of the way. You can pluck keyboard keys aside from that. I also lost control. Tinder? I don't know if this is 2010. Did Tinder exist in 2010? I lose track. I'm very, very grateful to never have had to have used Tinder. Oh, the kitchen's gonna stress me out and I think I'm out of time, kids. So we're probably just gonna have to call it here and pick this level up next time, because I don't even think it will let me save mid-level. Alright, we'll return to Sad Finance Bro another time. But I will go get my son. I just have to say thank you so much to everybody who's come by today to help me celebrate 200 followers. We have Alphabet Super times new ramen. That's amazing. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you for the follows. So I've had a bunch of follows today. Mind TV, Trapaholic89, Spicy Dumpling, Blacklight, Done for the raid. I know he's not here, but he was going to come back, but it's too late now. He's probably asleep. I probably missed him say goodnight, actually. It's nearly 5 p.m, so he's definitely not awake. The bits from LD, the resub from Not Your History Teacher, the many gift subs earlier on today from LD. Greatly appreciate all of you. Hang your diploma up and place that artistic travesty next to the guitar. I shall have to have a look. So tomorrow, yeah, it's really late, guys. Tomorrow I will pick this up where we've left off. Probably have to start this level again. I don't think it actually lets you, just quitting. I don't think it actually lets you start mid-level, so that's fine. We will restart the sad level and then we'll probably do some long dark. But yeah, thank you my friends for being here and for all the love and support. 200 followers, whoop whoop. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and it was lovely to meet some new friends today and play some new fun games. Thank you for everybody joining in. Let's find someone to raid. It's on Twitch. Let's have a look. Nope. I don't want to go to my channel because then the freaking pile of teas plays. I just want to go to the front page of Twitch, please, so I can see who's on. Back to Twitch. mute desktop for a second so you guys don't hear anything. We could raid AV. We could raid LD. We could, yeah. Either of those would be fine by me. I think I've raided LD recently. LD is doing that new Dead World challenge that he's come up with. I'm not 100% sure what it is yet. He says it's going to be brutal, but there's going to be different difficulty levels, so I look forward to that. And AV is still doing his bear hunt, which is always very entertaining. So either of them will be great, I think. But let's do LD. We haven't done LD in a while, I don't think. So that will be fun. But yeah, thank you again, as always. Yeah, he's doing his Shabbos, isn't he? Long Dark Forever. I've spent many hours watching watching AV lately. He's great fun. Yeah, thank you all. Let's raid. I'm hoping I'm doing this right. Long Dark Forever. Yeah. Yeah, that's the right icon. Thank you, everybody. The window just went weird. Bye. I'll see you all really soon. Tomorrow even. Bye.